Hey everyone, I'm Charting Man Dan of the Chart Guys, trader and technical analyst for the last 13 years. We have the bulls not doing a whole lot today, fairly tame day out there. Our laggard sectors saw a bit of continuation. Silver bulls are starting to stand out a little bit more clearly. Let's see where we stand in the market as we watch for daily consolidation. Just a heads up before we get to the charts, to start 2024, I'm going to be taking a bit of a break away from daily content creation. I'm going to be focusing on some other projects like in-person seminars and lifestyle retreat kind of stuff. Also the potential of an advanced trading course, but essentially just want some time to travel and focus on swing trading and take a break. It's been 9 years and thousands of hours and thousands of videos, so just a bit of a break. But I'll make content when I'm inspired to do so, and I'll still be around. But a lot of my content will go from public to the private side in our Chart Guys community, as I'm not going to be doing as much public posting for the time being to start 2024. Appreciate all the support, but this is overdue. But fortunately, we've got trained team members that are going to be taking over. Lori and Joey and Lamont and the team will be filling in and making videos and doing the live streams and crypto streams and all that in my absence. So SPY, indecision day, not much going on whatsoever. And we did see the NASDAQ bears trying to get some control. We gapped up open and consolidated. And the key is the hourly trend. Just keep it as simple as possible. If the hourly trend is intact, the bulls don't have anything to worry about. And so bulls defended that support level. Look at yesterday on QQQ. Held a level. So there's our support zone. And today, the low holds that level. And right now, after hours, we're testing that level again on PANW earnings, which it dumped. And so that's the level. If we lose that level, QQQ confirms the first hourly downtrend during regular trading hours in 2 weeks, and we start daily consolidation. Any name that starts daily consolidation that has been going straight up is going to be looking for first hourly oversold conditions to try and be a back burner bounce to mark a daily higher low. So we're going to be watching first hourly oversold. Essentially, for bears, that's a target. Not only can first hourly oversold be a target for bulls to be looking for a bounce play, but it can also be a target for bears to take some profit into first hourly oversold conditions. So I personally am starting to hedge my portfolio, my long IRA. And it's just, I know it's always simple in hindsight, but I exit my hedge into oversold conditions. I add it back on as we get to overbought conditions. And so I nibbled a little bit, as I mentioned yesterday, on SPXS, and then I nibbled more on SQQQ today. I was looking at this 5-minute lower high. That's where I added. And my game plan is, if I just go flat in my IRA, any daily or weekly consolidation, my IRA stays up at the highs. And if I'm wrong, I leave money on the table where I just stay flat and the market keeps going higher a bit. So that's my approach right now. I've scaled in a little bit to some of these positions, and now we just patiently watch to see if that daily consolidation can get going. While the NASDAQ was pulling back today, it's so key to look at the other major sectors, because I was confident it wasn't going to be a rollover bear control day. Why? Because as XLF was doing that, or as I should say, as QQQ was doing that, XLF wasn't doing a thing. It was just at the high of the day. Granted, there's a wall at the high of the day, but we were at the high of the day all afternoon. And so we weren't rolling over. And we know that if the bears are going to get any meaningful pullback, we have to see major sectors dropping together, because anything less than that is just healthy rotation. And so XLF on the daily is still just fine for the bulls. And now the low of today is our new hourly higher low. And you can see it was a more convincing candle there. Tesla also saw follow through. Second gap up open in a row. Filled the gap at 240.208. Next resistance level, we're looking up in the mid 250s. But we may be due for some daily consolidation. Still definitely relative strength showing. But again, just watching. Tomorrow we have jobless numbers. And going to be watching to see if that's enough to lead to hourly consolidation. I should say an hourly downtrend into daily consolidation for the NASDAQ. But the simple statement for Tesla, if bulls can hold 240.45, the bulls keep full control. It's just that the time right now to be a bit cautious on the long side, in my opinion, and waiting for hourly oversold if looking to long from here for anything more than a day trade. There's still day trade opportunities for 15-minute higher lows. If you get the bulls prove the morning to you, the next trade is scout the 15-minute higher low late morning. And so Tesla sets it, and granted, it didn't get a ton of follow through, but that's certainly enough follow through, 1.5% to position where I can sell partial, stick my stop under the low. If we roll over, I stop out. But again, same thing, Netflix, bulls showed up all morning. 15-minute higher low is most likely. EMA 12 is a guide, scouting for it. And I shorted Netflix today when I saw 262 break with zero follow through here. So new high of the day, no follow through. I short and I just stick my stop over the high, small risk, take a little bit of profit down around 460, and then ended up not rolling over. So back to patient. But again, I'm eyeing Netflix for a short just because it's a higher low every single day, 13 days in a row. We know that pattern is going to break. So patiently scouting every day. Essentially, my approach to the market right now is, I know I'm going to be interested in some hourly oversold bounces when we get them from our strongest names. But until then, I'm trying to position some bearish swing positions. And if we roll over, then bears prove to me something that makes me swing. And if not, I stop out with a small loss, a small win, or break even. So that's my approach to the market in this moment. And Netflix didn't roll over, so I exit with a tiny green insignificant trade. And we'll try again tomorrow, depending on what the setup is. NVDA gapped up right at 500 into a pretty solid pullback. The whole semiconductor space dumped for the first 25 minutes of the morning. AMD dropped extremely hard. NVDA did as well. They had some nice stair-step bounces. When the stair-steps broke bull, we then followed through multiple percent. Then the 15-minute lower high, which we knew was most likely. But overall, the semiconductors consolidating a bit more significantly today. Still an hourly uptrend. SMH pulled back, held support from end of yesterday. Actually, it looks like we just barely broke it. Broke it by a few pennies. But again, got to confirm that hourly downtrend tomorrow. Break the low today. Start daily consolidation. Keep an eye out for first hourly oversold conditions. Healthcare uneventful daily inside bar. Potential for an equilibrium if that breaks bear. XLF, as you mentioned, the bulls keeping control there. IWM. So I'm now viewing our laggard sectors as a group. IWM, ARKK, Jets, no, I said that. Who else? Jets, TAN, solar sector. And they saw a really nice follow through on the morning, but they also have a significant amount of profit taking. So can't go straight up. We know that much. And in the last 2 days, IWM at the high of this morning was up 7.5% in 2 days. And so now there's space for the bears to try and confirm an hourly downtrend. Aggressive bears will be scouting these laggard sectors for hourly lower highs to be the result of the next bounce. So IWM has space for an hourly lower high. TAN has space for an hourly lower high. And you can see why I'm grouping these names together because of how similar they look. Jets, upper wick, ARKK, not as much of an upper wick, but somewhat similar. Not as much space. Well, actually, we did set an hourly lower high into the end of the day. So again, all these little factors that I'm watching. Is the market going to see daily consolidation? It's trying to shape up right now. And it may, into the end of this week, start to get that pullback. And again, the next bit of information we're going to get is what is the response to first hourly oversold conditions? If that marks our daily higher lows, then we're going to look for continuation. Crypto stocks had a lot of volatility today. I was trading them a bit. I went over that a bit more in depth in the crypto live stream earlier, but knocking on the door of resistance for MARA. We topped out at 1048 and 1072, pulling back just under that level today. Bitcoin's testing its recent highs. Riot is weaker than MARA. Coin is stronger. Coin testing 100, trying to get to the highest level in months. But worth keeping an eye on these names. as long as Bitcoin remains strong, and Bitcoin saw its 4-hour back burner, first 4-hour oversold conditions, V-shape into a test of the highs. So bulls still buying the dips there. But that's why the crypto stocks had a big green day, because Bitcoin bulls showed up as well. Dollar daily inside bar, not much going on there. Trying to shape up a daily bounce. Gold pulling back. Again, if this is a daily lower high shaping up, the gold bulls must confirm a daily uptrend for the weekly higher low. But silver's looking real good. Silver's trying to confirm the weekly inverse head and shoulders we've been watching. Bulls following through in a big way today. Gold is looking at silver and saying, man, I wish my chart looked like that, especially with the magnitude of the dollar weakness yesterday. But we're knocking on the door of resistance, have not broken yet. Lots of space for a daily higher low on silver next consolidation. Miners, a little bit of follow through, not much, pretty much a double top. GDX double topped at the high of yesterday. GDXJ with an inside bar. Must confirm daily uptrends in the miners. XLE, hoping that's a daily lower high. If we break 84.48 tomorrow, the daily lower high is set, and I'm going to move my stop on my short down to 85.67. Oil already set that daily lower high, so oil weaker than the energy sector. And watching that recent low to see can the bulls hold it and try and shape up an uptrend, which would likely stop me out of my XLE short, or can we get a new fresh lower low to keep the bears in full control? Natural gas had a nice 12-hour time frame for clarity. Looks like we broke bull with zero follow through. Not a good sign. That keeps a bear flag on the table to break resistance with zero follow through. Bulls must hold 307 to try and keep this bounce going. So, I'm cautious. I'm looking for daily consolidation. I'm looking for hourly oversold bounces. I'm positioning for some pullback, protecting the long IRA, and burdens on bears to break the lows of today tomorrow, and we must see multiple major sectors dropping together to have confidence in any follow-through. We'll see what the jobless reaction is tomorrow. Keep in mind these futures charts are still strong. I mean, S&P 500 is going to look for a 4-hour higher low. Looks like this after-hours weakness is a thing. QQQ held. SPY's testing. We'll see what we get. Establish those game plans. And again, determine the time frames for your game plans. Because I'm looking long and short in different scenarios. Short first, long for hourly oversold, blah, 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 blah. Do good things. I don't got any end of the day content here. I'll find something old to recycle. And hitting the road tomorrow. Lori will be covering. See you soon. Otherwise the ribbons will get caught in it. The rest of you, pretend you're at your...